Now we got Tyrone. He is from China. Tyrone, can you tell us a little bit about what's happening on the China front as well? Are people afraid in China? Are people scared right now in the markets?
Yeah, actually, the Bank Union of China was in Wednesday night, right? They announced about they will mute the cryptocurrency market. Actually, so that's a big ban for the whole market, and we can see the half cut of the ETH and all of these cryptocurrencies. And I think the biggest issue is from that. So
you do believe that. So do you think, because the issue here is that China has always banned cryptocurrency exchanges, right? In 2017, this was banned already. But what's different about this week that kind of is special? Why are people more afraid this week then?
Yeah, that actually afraid all of us because in 2017, that's the muted about the ICO. That's actually the crowdfund things, right? But now it's actually totally different. It's about you. If you want to buy some cryptocurrency, you have to put some you RMB or yuan to your bank account, right? And you go to the CX and to buy some cryptocurrency. But now is that these banks unions will check your bank account, and if that relative to the cryptocurrency purchasing, and you will be actually checked, and you will get a phone call. That's a serious question now.
So that's kind of what people are more afraid of right now, right? So let's just recap the story. So China banned cryptocurrency exchanges. So back in the day, prior to 2017, they can just directly connect to Huobi, OKX, one of the big titans of exchanges in China, and they can connect their bank accounts to it, right? They can legitimately do this, right? They can just connect their bank accounts to the exchanges, but that was banned in 2017. So that was the exchange ban. But obviously that didn't stop Chinese people from getting crypto, because there were OTCs, there were other sources. You can do peer-to-peer, you can match yourself up, and you can definitely see those features already on a lot of these exchanges where they have like these P2P trade portals where they connect you. So they don't directly, the exchanges don't facilitate the trade, but they allow you to connect to someone who is willing to trade with you. However, right now, so what you're saying is now this is a warning shot by the government. They're saying, okay, look, if you've been caught doing this, if you've been caught peer-to-peering, that's going to be bad, right? So that's what the fear is coming from, right?
Yeah, that's I think this time just a warning, and there's a draft, like a motion, and announced by mediums, and so people get really scared of it. And except the governance things, and I have another interesting thing I want to share with you, and I want to hear some points from you. I saw the Justin Sun talk about in Twitter. He got 200,000 ETH about to liquidate in Wednesday. And what's your guys' points, and what do you think if that 200,000 of his ETH be liquidated? What's the effect to the market?
More dips for us, I think. but I think we touched upon this slightly on when the dip happened, right? So when ETH prices just crashed, we saw his position. I think it was like 300,000 ETH or something. Yeah, some really large amount that could have been liquidated. And if that got liquidated, I think the markets will continue crashing more. So I think it's good. I think he's buying more. I think that's Justin's buying a little bit more right now. But but Justin. But I think people have been tracking his wallets, though. I think that's the interesting part. Like, people have been tracking his wallets, and they're trying to figure out what he's doing, because he owns quite a lot of ETH and Tron and everything else. So, Leslie, do you want to comment a little bit about the situation in China as well, or your take on what's going on?
I don't know too much about. Yeah, I don't know too much about what's going on in China. I just feel like anything that is said by the government is probably processed for months beforehand in China already. It never was legal to run an exchange anyway, so I don't think they're saying anything that's too different. You know, we're OGs. Whenever we see so-called China FUD, we're like, okay, buy the dip.
Yeah.
It's just that everything else is lined up with it. But I do think maybe the government may be worried because people are trading low B coin and Shiba coin, and too many guys are trying to shill these tokens. So I think that's really the concern of the government. It's really two things. It's renminbi outflows, and it's renminbi flows, and then poor villagers getting wrecked buying Akita Inu or something like that. So that's probably some kind of concern, and they'll probably catch a few guys. But it's a buy the dip as long as you're not 5x leveraged, right?
That's the crazy part. Yep, go on, Nate.
Yeah. Well, I also think that like no matter where the FUD comes from, like regardless of if it's China or America has the FUD too, right? The IRS is all up on us, and there was the India FUD, there's the Korea FUD, there's FUD from everywhere, and regardless, we know that crypto is a global market. So if a country is gonna release some news or to FUD it or whatever, then as a global player, we should know that the prices, if it's going to go down, then it's time for another, some other players to buy in. One person's trash is another man's treasure.